Hello everyone. Imagine this. A new order is created on your Shopify store and automatically that customer is created as a contact in your Zoho CRM. You do not need any coding and programming skills to build the connection. Yes, all of this is possible with this amazing software that is Pabbly Connect. In this video, we'll learn that how you can add Shopify orders to Zoho CRM automatically. So where I am an owner of a business and I have managed my e-commerce store using Shopify. Over here, whenever a new order is created, automatically that customer is created as a contact in my Zoho CRM account. For that, simply I build the connection between these two applications using Pabbly Connect, okay? So now what are you waiting for? Let's move on to my screen to learn the entire process step by step. Welcome to my screen. So today I will show you how you can connect your Shopify store to Zoho CRM without need of any coding and programming skills. So first of all, let me show you how this amazing automation is going to work in real time. This is my Shopify account. I will open my store right over here and place a new order, okay? So let's suppose I'm purchasing this chair, okay? So I'll select this option, click on buy it now. Now I will enter my details. For the email over here, I'll write it as testuser331@pablytudes.com. Okay. Next, it is asking for the delivery, for which I'll select over here India. First name is test, last name is user331. Address is 102 Old City. Okay. Now over here it is asking for the city, for which I'll enter Indore. State is going to be Madhya Pradesh, so I'll select it. For the pin code, I'm going to enter a dummy pin code. For the phone number, I will enter a dummy mobile number right over here. Shipping method is standard. For the credit card details, I will enter the dummy credit card details that I have right here. And then simply click on this pay now button. As soon as I have done that, the order is going to be placed on my Shopify store. It says your order is confirmed. As now my order has been created, let me open my Zoho CRM account, refresh the contacts page from here. As I've refreshed the page, you will find that a new contact has been added right here. And you can see right over here, a new contact has been added. Over here, the email is testuser331@pablytudes.com with the phone number. Over here, you can see if I'm going to scroll down, the name is testuser331. Title is new customer. Lead source is online store. Okay. And the address is 102 Old City. City is Indore. State is Madhya Pradesh. Zip code, this was the code. And the country is IN, that is India. Description is product name is chair, quantity 1, amount paid is going to be 6,962. If I'm going to open this page, you can see this is the amount right over here and the order ID. So as now the record has been created in my Zoho CRM of the new purchase of the customer have done the purchase directly from my Shopify store. This is how this amazing automation is going to work in real time. Now let us create this automation without need of any coding and programming skills using Pabbly Connect. So on a new tab, browse the website of Pabbly Connect, that is www.pabbly.com/connect. You will land towards Pabbly Connect's landing page. Now before we create this automation, I want to discuss about Pabbly Community. Now Pabbly Community is a space where you can find real-time updates on Pabbly. In this space, you can get help not just from our team members but also the fellow users. Over here, you can ask questions, share feedback and find amazing automation tips for your business. So go ahead and join our Pabbly Community today. For that, you will find the link of our community in the description section below, okay? So now after coming to the landing page, you will have two options in front of you. If you're an existing user like I am, directly sign into your Pabbly Connect account from here. But if you're a new user, sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month to explore more features of Pabbly, okay? So I'm going to sign into my Pabbly Connect account. Then you will see the All Pabbly Apps section. As I want to use Pabbly Connect, I'm going to click on this Access Now button and Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear. Now to create a new automation inside Pabbly Connect, click on this Create Workflow button. If you want your workflow to be more modern, faster and flexible, select the new beta method version. But if you want your workflow to have more stable and familiar approach, select the classic version. I will select the new beta method version from here. Firstly, I have to rename my workflow. So for the name of my workflow over here, I'm going to give it as Add Shopify Orders to Zoho CRM Automatically. For the folder, these are the folders from which I'm going to select Workflows folder and click on this Create button. You can see a workflow has now been created. Now over here, it is asking for us to set up our trigger. Inside Pabbly Connect workflows, there are two major steps, that is trigger and action. Trigger gives the commands and action follows them simultaneously. That is why there is only one trigger but multiple actions in a workflow. Okay. Firstly, we're going to set up a trigger step in which my trigger application, what I will do is I'm going to select over here as Shopify V2. I want that as soon as a new order is created on my Shopify store, automatically this trigger should capture the response of that. Event is going to be new order. Then click on this connect button. Then you will see the unique webhook URL. This URL is going to work as a bridge between Shopify and Pabbly Connect in such a way that whenever a new order is going to be placed on my Shopify store, automatically this trigger is going to capture the response of that. I'm going to copy the URL and follow the steps one by one. Log into your Shopify store. After coming over here, what you have to do is you have to go towards the settings option right here. So I'm going to go towards the settings option. After coming to settings, go to notifications section. After coming to notifications, select the option that is webhooks right here. After coming to webhooks, click on this create webhook button. Firstly, we need to select the event. Event is the action that should be forwarded towards the URL. As I want to capture the response of what? New order been created. So for the event, I will select over here as order creation. Okay. Format is going to be JSON. URL, paste the webhook URL right here. For the version, select the latest one and click on the save button. You will find the URL is now been added for order creation. Okay. As now this webhook URL is added, over here in the workflow it says waiting for webhook response. So now to check whether this URL inside Shopify store is working successfully, we are going to place a test order on our Shopify store. Simply for that, I'm going to preview my online store from here. And now let us place an order. So let's suppose I will place an order over here for this dress. Okay, so I'm going to select this dress. I'm going to click on this buy it now button. And now let us enter the details right here. For the email address, let me enter it as testcustomer4@pablitudes.com. Okay. For the country, I'm going to select it as India. First name, let's suppose I'm going to select it as test. And for the last name, I'm going to select over here as account. Okay. Account 6. Address, let me enter the address over here as new city. 11 new city. Okay. Over here for the city, I'll select it as Bhopal. State, I'm going to select over here as Madhya Pradesh. Pin code, I will enter a dummy pin code right over here. Then it is asking for the phone number, for which I'm going to enter a dummy mobile number right over here. Then it is asking for the shipping, which is standard. I'm going to enter my dummy card details right here. After filling in all the details, I will click on this pay now button. As soon as I will do that, the order creation will be done successfully. It says your order is confirmed. As now this test order is created, let me open my workflow right over here and you can see the response has been captured. Okay, let us tally the response. Okay, total price comes as 2,360. On this order page, you can see this is the total price right here. Okay. If I'm going to further scroll down, currency is INR. Then you can see the address. You can see firstly the name is test account 6. This is the phone number. State is Madhya Pradesh. This is the zip code right over here. Country is India. Over here, if I'm going to further scroll down, city is Bhopal. Address is 11 new city. I will scroll down even further. You can see the item purchase is midnight mousse black dress. You can see over here, this is the name of that product. If I'm going to further scroll down, this is the order ID that I've received. The status is paid. You can see all the other details as well. As now this response has been captured over here in my trigger, this means the Shopify has now been connected to Pabbly Connect. Now after connecting Shopify, now I want to add this customer as a contact in my Zoho CRM. For that, simply add an action step in which for the action application, select over here as Zoho CRM. Event is going to be create contact. Okay, then click on this connect button. Now over here this window is going to appear on which you can select the existing connection from before, but I will add a new one. For that, click on this connect with Zoho CRM button. We have to enter the domain of our account. For that, log into your Zoho CRM account. Over here on the URL next to CRM dot, this is the domain. My domain is what? Zoho.com. So I'm going to copy this domain and paste over here in the field. Okay, these are the other domains that can be of your account. Okay, then I'm going to click on this save button. Then it is asking for the permission for my account, for which I'm going to click on this accept button and allow Pabbly Connect to access all my data, as this is a safe process and all my data is safe with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this accept button. As soon as I'll do that, the connection has now been created. Now it is asking for my lead source. Okay, so now for the lead source, I will select over here as online store, as this was a purchase. Now it is asking for the details of my customer. Now for the data of this field, I will map the data. Mapping is inserting data from previous step. Simply click on this field, that is first name. Over here I will search for first name right here, and this is the name of the customer's first, and this is the customer's first name. You can see right over here that I want to create as a contact in my Zoho CRM. So I'm going to select the data of the first name of my customer from my previous response. As now this data has been selected from my previous response, this data in this field has been mapped, and as I've mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. In this similar manner, I'm going to map the data of the last name of my customer here. Then it is asking for the email address of my customer. For that, I will map the data again. For the title, let me give the title as new customer, as this is the customer right here. So I'm going to give this title. It is asking for the department, which I do not want, so I'm going to skip the part. For the phone number, I'm going to map the data of the phone number that I have received right here. For the another mobile number, I'm going to map the same mobile number right over here. Okay. Now next it is asking for all these details which I do not want, so I'm going to skip the part. Email opt out, I'm going to select over here as yes. Then it is asking for the mailing street. For the street, I'm going to map the data of the address that I have received right here. I'll search for the address, select the data of this street. Okay, now it is asking for the city, so I'm going to search for the city and map the data of the city right here. For the state, I'm going to map the data of the state right over here that I have received. Okay, now it is asking for the zip, so I'm going to map the data of the zip that I have received right here. And lastly, it is asking for the country, so I'm going to map the data of the country that I have received right here. Okay, so this is the country, I'll map it. Next, it is asking for the description. In the description, I want to add in the order ID, the product name, quantity, and the total amount. Okay, so first is what? Order ID. So I'm going to enter over here order ID and map the data of the order ID that I have received right here. Okay, so as I've searched for the ID, this is the ID. Now next is what? Product name. So I'm going to enter product name manually and map the data of the name of the product next to it. I'll search for the name, map the data. Next is quantity. So I'm going to search for quantity right over here. So I'm going to enter quantity right over here and then simply map the data of the quantity by searching it. So this is the quantity, I'll map it. Now lastly over here, I'm going to map the total amount. Okay, total price, and map the data of the total price right here. So yeah, I've mapped the data. Okay, and I will enter a rupees sign before this. So yes, I've entered the description with all the other details. Now I will simply click on the save and send test request button. I've received the status as success. Now let me open my Zoho CRM account. I'll go towards the contacts page right here. And you can see over here a new contact has been added. The name is what? First of all, the email is testcustomer4@pabblytudes.com with the mobile number that we have entered. The name is test account 6. Okay, the title is new customer. If I'm going to further scroll down, you can see the address is 11 New City, Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh, the pin code and the country India, with the description, order ID, name, quantity, and the total price. Okay, so as now this person have placed the order on my Shopify store has been added into my Zoho CRM account. This means the connection between these two applications is now been successfully created. So now to sum up till now what we have done. Now whenever a new order is going to be placed on my Shopify store, automatically the trigger Shopify V2 new order is going to capture the response of that. Now as we have the customer details in this order, using all the details, that person is going to be created, that customer is going to be created as a contact in my Zoho CRM account using the action Zoho CRM create contact. And in this manner, I've built the connection between these two applications without need of any coding and programming skills using Pabbly Connect. Okay, so if you find any of the questions or doubts while I was creating this workflow, you can ask us all the questions in the comment section and we will reply to you as soon as possible. And if you want to use this workflow as a reference, you want the link of that workflow, you can find it in the description section below. Okay, so this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching.
Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask us queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button down there.